Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm doing first impressions gameplay video for Dynasty Warriors Online, a 3D fantasy action MMORPG published by Area Games. Now I'll spend about 10 to 15 minutes running around checking the game out, make some comments. If you guys want to play Dynasty Warriors Online or just learn more about it, do check it out, full review on the link below. Now the cool thing about Dynasty Warriors Online is that it's actually developed by a company, the same company behind the console Dynasty Warrior games, Koi. And I'm definitely saying that name wrong. Is it Koi? So just go ahead and log in. And if you've played the Dynasty Warrior games before, you'll know it's a hack and slash style MMORPG. So let's click confirm over here. And it's set during the period of the Three Kingdoms. And I know how much you guys love the period of the Three Kingdoms because there are so many MMORPGs now based off of the Three Kingdoms era. But let's go ahead and log in over here. Now, ooh, this guy's got awesome hair. I'm loving this guy's hair already. It's from Guile from Street Fighter, except more awesome. So let's just scroll through the text over here. He's like, nah. Let's click over here. You can select some nonsense, and I'm going to create my character now. My name will be Remote, and well, bam, I got it. Select origin. There's a lot of different origins depending on where in China you click over here, and there's actually a whole bunch of these, and I imagine they don't actually do anything because there's so many of them. Let's go in the top right corner over there and proceed. Yes. Click next over here. I'm loving this guy's hair. He's such a baller. So let's keep clicking over here. My appearance customization time to big male. And I am not going to be small like that. Hold on. Where's my body? I'm going to make my guy jacked. Muscular. There you go. He's huge. My face is intelligent. I can make it big. Oh my god. There's no way I'm using that face. It looks hilarious. You look like an 8-year-old kid's face. I'm going to go with gruff. You know what? Cool. Nope. I'm going with gruff. I'm a cool gruff guy. Details. There's a lot of stuff you can customize. Ooh. I'm going to get the pro beard right there. And my hairstyle and stuff. Let's see. We got what else do we have over here? I'm gonna go with it for now. Let's see our face stuff. I already got face over here. Let's go with no, let's run with it. It's cool. Let's go back and let's finish up the appearance customization. Click next over here. I don't want to spend too much time over there though. I'm sure I could have some more fun with it. And this guy's almost gonna let me finally log into the game. Scenario: the Unrest in Jing. So we get to pick one of our nope, not yet. Yeah, pick one of the scenarios we want to play. So it's the only one to pick right now. So let's run with it. Inferno. Click it over there. And I can choose between one of the game's 3 factions, Wii, Wu, and Shu. And I know I'm saying one of them wrong, but I'm going to go with Shu because they sound pretty cool. My leader is Lubu, who's a baller. And let's click next over here. And if you ever played Dynasty Warrior games, you know that Lubu is a baller. You don't mess with that guy. It appears you're all done. Are you sure you are finished? I am. And let's click confirm and enter the game. So here we go. Target city, Uline, capital city. So let's see what happens over here. I'm seeing a map right now, but I'm not sure if anything's going to happen. I should probably have to complete the tutorial first because that would only make sense. And I like the loading screen. Your sword actually just spins around. Everyone in this town is doing whatever they can to help our force grow in our journey to rule the land. Even now as we speak, there is a melee going on between 2 opposing forces. Our ruler, Lu Bu, is heading off to fight these troops, blah, blah, blah. You're nothing more than an unknown person. Yo, this guy's putting me down. My controls are WSAD and... Wow, the controls are a little bit complicated. You got UI, JKL, and NM. But we'll play with them on our own. So WSAD do move. Graphically speaking, the game doesn't look that bad. It actually looks really nice. But the thing about this game, though, is it's not exactly a super new MMORPG. It's been available in Japan for quite a while now. And it's actually available on the PS3 in Japan, which is kind of weird. You see my awesome bed over there, my armory. I guess this is where I store my stuff, my loots that I get from killing stuff. My war records over there. So let's go ahead and leave this area and click exit. Yep, we're outside town now. And Lu Bu wants to talk to us. He's going to give me some awesome missions now. Support our allies. Are we ready to go? You know what? I can quite handle it. And there's my instructor. You don't have any weapons. Here, take this. And I got a bronze spear, which is my starting weapon in the game. And looks like I need to complete some tutorial stuff right now. So let's go ahead and start one of these tutorial missions and click confirm. It's going to start in 10 seconds. And I don't know why it makes you wait 10 seconds, but you know what? You have to wait. Right now, I'm only going to be able to do the tutorial because there's actually a long mandatory tutorial in Dynasty Warriors Online. And I'll show you some of the gameplay over here before I maybe decide to skip it or, you know, pause it and then resume later. Shu army versus enemy army. The enemy. He's got no face. And I love how the cursor just spins. I can like own my own guy like that. Whoosh, whoosh. Yes, I try to have fun during loading screens. So now loading. First battle over here. Joining a kingdom as a recruit, you will follow your ruler into battle against the enemy. And if you've played any of the other Dungeon Warrior Online, Dynasty Warrior Online games, you'll know that the gameplay should be similar. So that we can move around. Not quite yet. What's wrong with it? Follow me. You know what? I would follow you if I could, but you know what? You're talking to me and you won't let me move right now. So WSAD do move. Graphically speaking, the game definitely looks like a Dynasty Warriors game. So there's my leader over there, Lubu. I just click J, which is one of my attacks. I have reached my destination! Exclamation mark. My KO count is on the bottom right, which should rack up as I start owning some dudes. I sense something restless in the air. Don't let your guard down. Well, bam. So here we go. We can start fighting stuff right away. So the game throws you to the action right away, and wow, I just AoE own those guys. So I have J attack and K attack and L attack. What does L do? Let's see. L charges up. I'm not sure what charging up does right now, but let's keep spamming J. Much like every other Dynasty Warriors game, most of the enemy NPCs are just fodder. Look at this guy. He's just standing there letting me own him, while Lu Bu is doing his own AoE attacks with his lightning awesome sword. So you do start with only one kind of weapon right now, which is the spear. And if you've noticed, you don't actually pick a class in Dynasty Warriors Online early on. We can't move with the enemy on like us. So the way you actually customize your character and make your character personal to you is doing picking out different equipment, different weapons, because all the weapons in the game have different kinds of attacks, and the equipment in the game can be upgraded. But still, having no distinct class system is kind of weird. Commander Lu Bu has left the battle. Whoa, he just left me, and I gotta defeat the enemy troops now on my own. Luckily for me, I've already killed 40 people. I bet if I stand here, this guy is never gonna attack me. I'm poking with, my lieutenant just owned him, and my lieutenant is sort of my bodyguard in the game. And if you've played Dynasty Warrior games in the past, you'll notice that there's always the guards around you too. You can always equip them and make them better too. So I bet if I stand still, these guys probably won't attack me for a while. But you can do different attacks based on what combinations of J and K you hit on your keyboard. Your K is your super attack, while J is a regular attack. And the enemy forces are retreating. Go me. So let's see what we got going on here. They'll probably be back soon with even more troops. Hopefully so. I want to kill more people. And it feels really easy early on because I'm doing a tutorial mission right now. But this guy's going to teach me how to play the game right now. I'm going to go ahead and pause this right now and just resume again after I'm done with all the tutorial nonsense. Alright guys, I just finished doing some of the tutorial missions, but there's actually probably a lot more to go. And you can see I'm in the persistent world area of the game right now, where you can see a whole bunch of people running around. And the game's graphics do look pretty nice. You can see some awesome shadows on my boss character. So yeah, again, WSED does move, so let's go ahead and... You can see everybody's got the chick avatar because they're all new to the game. So let's go talk to our trainer over here, how do we talk to him? There we go, click enter. Alright, Lubu has already said we're going to chase down and attack the enemy. And before we can actually participate in any PvP missions or any of the more interesting missions, there's a lot of there's a lot of tutorial missions you have to complete, unfortunately. So let's go click confirm over here before we do battle preparations or anything else. So we're going to start again in 6 seconds. But like I said, before we can actually start going into 2v2, 4v4, or 12v12 encounters with other players from other factions, you do have to do a lot of these missions. But the cool thing about these little missions, which the game the first few are tutorials, but afterwards they're called missions, and they're basically PvE in the game. And it is an MMORPG because there's a PvE aspect and a PvP aspect. The PvE aspects revolve around these missions, where they get more and more difficult, and some of them are actually cooperative, where you can do it with up to 4 players at a time, sometimes even more. So he's got a corner over here, but lucky for me, these guys don't attack that much. They just kind of take it. Can I destroy this jug? Yeah, I can destroy the jug. So let's keep on moving. You can see my radar at the top right. And like in every Dynasty Warriors game, like I said, there are hordes of enemies. And this is just one of the tutorial missions too. I mean, the actual missions themselves where you play against other players, there's all 3 sides have their own fodder units too, which just die really fast. But of course, when you're playing against other players, you have to worry more about them than the actual NPCs, because the NPCs themselves are usually not very good. And you can do different attacks based on how you do your J and K combos over here. So if I click J twice and then K, I do normal charge. So I got a 5 combo over there, and obviously the more combos you do, the better. So I pretty much own everything on the screen now, and Lu Bu is going to teach me how to use flasks. So let's click over here. Enemies will drop items when they are defeated. And some items they drop are actually persistent world items where you can get weapons for your character and things like that. And then there's flasks that can be used to upgrade both your weapons and yourself. When you pick up a flask, the upgrade slot in the lower left corner of the screen will start to spin, which is always good. And when the item is blah blah blah, click I key to do the upgrade. So let's see when Lu Bu stops talking. Unfortunately, one little problem with Dynasty Warriors Online is the tutorial is a bit too hands-on and too mandatory, which is kind of annoying. Though I don't know how you can be too mandatory, it's just mandatory. And you can't just jump right into PvP or something more interesting right away. But the game's game modes are broken down to PvE missions, cooperative PvE missions, and actual PvP missions against members of the other factions. So let's kill these guys over here too. And I have to pick up their flasks. And you can see they're dropping, I got new power 2, slot 2. If I click I right now, it'll increase my attack. If I click I right now, it'll increase my damage. The difference between attack and damage, not 100% sure, but you can see the upgrades at the bottom left. And as you keep on getting more and more of these, let's click I right now. I forgot which one I had to upgrade. calm down, concentrate. That is a damage upgrade. I was supposed to get something else apparently. And the more you get, the better your upgrades are. You increase the number of levels you can upgrade by forging your weapon. Click again. Now let me explain about combo upgrade. So he's going to teach us how to do combo upgrades now, which I presume will just be more flasks. So you can perform a combo upgrade once you've collected 7 flasks. That's a lot of flasks. So by doing so, the number of combo attacks will increase from 4 to 5. So that's actually kind of cool. It actually like makes your character better, but not in a persistent world aspect, because what you know, the flasks you get in the game and the flasks you get for upgrading your combos and stuff, they only last for the match you're in right now. When you start a new match, you'll be back to to your regular self. Though you can actually upgrade your persistent world self by getting new weapons, upgrading your weapons and armor and things like that. So let's keep on killing these guys right now. My lieutenant is a baller too. He's dual wielding swords over there like a champ. So it's funny how these guys barely even attack. Though again, this is pretty easy because it is a tutorial mission and I need to get 7 flasks right now. So let's go kill these guys. And it's pretty funny how a lot of these guys look identical too. They're just clones of each other. And I killed all those guys, so let's kill a few more over here. So the cool aspect of Dynasty Warriors Online is it actually does feel like a Dynasty Warriors game. I mean, you'd think a game like this transitioned into an MMO would be kind of weird, or you wouldn't imagine it to be this silk smooth. I mean, it was a very smooth transition. And obviously Dynasty Warriors Online isn't a game for everyone. Not everyone's going to love the game. But I've actually played the games quite a bit on the consoles. I mean, I had PS2 ones, GameCube ones, but I haven't really played any of the next-gen ones. So if I click I again, my attack increases, but I want to get a combo upgrade. So I need 1 more flask, and bam, I got it. So let's click I over here, and I did it. My combo just upgraded, and I can attack a few more times now. And I'll show you my attack afterwards. It gives your combo to a maximum of level 3. So as you get each upgrade, there's a cap to it. You can perform an even more powerful attack called Evolution Attack. Oh man, guys, Evolution Attack. What will that be? Also performing level 3 upgrade. Okay, it's not going to tell me. Alright, I can get Advanced Slot, blah blah blah. Bronze Spear's advanced upgrade is called Reach, and increases my attack. Keep in mind, guys, all the game's weapons in the game have different attacks and different area of different ranges too. So that's really how you customize your character. So execute a level 3 combo upgrade. So I need to get a lot more flasks. Well, not a lot more, 1 more. Let's go pick these up again. And you can see now, I can instead of being able to do 4 normal attacks and then a charge, I mean 3 normal attacks and a charge, I can do 4 normal attacks and a charge now. So my number of attacks are actually increasing, and that's actually really helpful in battle. And when you do PvP missions, the goal of the mission is to capture as many bases as you can on the map. Fortunately, you will not be able to see me do a PvP mission, only because this game has a whole lot of tutorials to complete, and I'm not going to be able to do it in the time frame for this video. But the goal was to capture all the bases in the game, and that's kind of cool too. So there's actually a lot of strategy involved too, because when you're playing with a whole bunch of people on the screen at once, 1 more flask for me, you have to kind of divide up responsibilities and set people to go to different areas of the game, different bases and things like that, which gives the game some interesting strategy elements. So come on, 1 more, bam, click I to upgrade my combo attack, and I got even more combos now. So look at those lead attacks right there. Wow. These are my guys. Nope, there's no my guys over here. But once you do a PvP mission, like I said, it's broken down to 3 factions. Even though you're not playing against other players, the PvE missions include all 3 factions. And you have various objectives in those. And just like the Dynasty Warrior console games, they drop awesome rice balls over here, or soup, whatever you want to call it, that increase your HP. Though I can't imagine you actually needing it over here. So I need to upgrade my combo 1 last time. So this could take a little while. So let's do my more interesting attacks. Let's go fight these guys over here. And it's funny how you see them respawning right in front of you. And it is a bit tedious at first because, again, you're only doing these PvE missions, and the PvE missions are interesting, especially if you're doing them cooperatively, because, I mean, Dynasty Warriors is a fun game when you play cooperatively. I used to play on the consoles with my brother, though playing with up to like 4 people at once is definitely really cool, and these guys are really just stacking up. That guy threw a bomb. What a baller. Let's go kill these guys right now, and wow, I just mass AoE'd them. So one tactic is to kind of just get them all piled up on top of each other, and then do your AoEs. A lot of people, when you're doing PvP missions, some of the strategies are like running past the enemies and just going to capture the bases. Though if you do that too much, you won't be able to get these flasks, and if your enemies get lots of flasks, they'll be a lot more powerful than you and be able to do more attacks than you, more damage, and all that jazz. And you'll see what I mean when you actually jump into the game yourself and start doing PvP missions. My grade is S, so when you complete a PvE mission, you get a score as well. And you can see my guy play with this spear. That sounded kind of awkward, but you guys know what I meant. So let's click enter over here now. And we'll see some of the persistent world stuff again. So there's actually a lobby in the game which is outside of the missions. But you can actually contribute to your faction success by participating in campaign battles. Though again, a lot of that is not available early on. So I single-handedly killed 284 dudes. Man, this is a Dynasty Warriors game where you can just mass kill so many other people. So let's go back to my house. And again, the house is just where you kind of store your goodies. So you see my stuff over there, my bronze spear attack right now. Close it out. And yeah, how you upgrade your weapons and customize them is really how you make your character distinct. Anyway, guys, I'm out of time. If you guys do want to play Dynasty Warriors Online or just learn more about it, do check it out full review on the link below.